My bad. Okay. I'm testing just to make sure that this is all working. I hope it is. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's stream. I am McFoody. I am one of the head admins on the committee here, and I will be continuing my story through Detective Pikachu Returns. Hey, Mark. How are you doing? I need to actually twist my camera ever so slightly so I am central. There we go. But yes, I am continuing my quest on Detective Pikachu. Now, I did do a little bit of it. There's a lot of dialogue, so it did tire me out quite a lot. But we'll see how we get on today. Perfect, thank you so much. Much appreciated. You're like the hidden like fairy godmother, Mark. With all the social media-y things. Right, where did we get up to? Let me load up this part of the story so we can get it working. Now, the... so we are currently in some really rich person's house. And we're trying to find out who robbed some jewel that they had. I think, let me remind myself. How do I remember to do this? This is beginning to deduce. I need to go and get some more information. Is that all I got? Does it not let me go anywhere else? Oh, I can go backwards. Alright, okay. Too bad. Thank you. So yeah. So just to go over where we got up to last time. Yeah. There was a jewel stolen from the safe of this person's house. And we are trying to establish who did it. Mark, is my mic okay sound-wise in regards to the level of the music of the game? Just checking, because it is quite loud in my ear, the game, and I just want to make sure that I can be heard over it, and the game can be heard well as well. I've also had to change my closed captions because the software I was using before is now no longer running as of the 31st. Music up a bit. Your gain down a bit. My gain, okay. Turn my gain down ever so slightly. Is that better? And the gain up a bit. Does that sound okay? Nice. Perfect. Thank you so much for that. I play around with the game sound when I'm not streaming, so I either can hear it better when playing sometimes, because sometimes I find it's too loud, but I just want to make sure it's all good. To be fair, I can turn down the volume on my headphones, because these headphones are a lot better. They're good. Go on, Harry, come and lay down. I also don't know whether I'm too zoomed in on myself. Anyway, back to the task in hand. Yes. Sorry. Doggo is being particularly needy at the side here. So jewel was stolen, and when we interviewed some of the Pokemon and some of the humans at the house, it's leading towards, and the police believe it to be the butler, Barnes, but the owner doesn't think it's Barnes because Barnes is a loyal servant. So we will see where we get to now. I can't remember. Search for Ducklet and the red Pokemon. So I don't know where I'm meant to go now. Am I meant to leave the house? I think I'm meant to leave the house, aren't I? You can get... Oh, talk to Pikachu. I know, bots always come in. We need to probably add a filter on one of the bots to ban anything that comes up like that. Offer promotion is an instant ban. Right, okay, let's speak to Pokemon.
You know, Tim, we're really living the good life at our apartment.
Thank you.
A huge mansion like this must be a pain to clean.
What did Pikachu do with it? Can I go in here? So this room is currently under police investigation. Only authorized personnel permitted. Well, I want to get in there. Let's go upstairs. Oh wait, go back down. Left D-pad. Okay. What did the... Have you finished it? Right, okay. So we're talking to the detective now. Have you finished questioning Barnes? For now, anyway, we just haven't finished gathering our evidence. Doesn't change the fact that Barnes is still a suspect. If you don't mind, could we ask some questions? If you insist, but I have no intention of sharing confidential information with you. About the investigation. Are you following any leads other than Barnes? Of course we are. We already collected statements from every last person in this house. Do you mind if I ask what your impression of each of them was? Well, I suppose I could tell you that much. Because I think if I remember right, Brad was quite a an individual, snob individual when it comes to where our character is concerned. So they're trying to snub you basically because they don't want you to be successful. Because you showing up the police as always. I guess, yeah, good description. Bottom head. Mr. Dennis seems rather shaken by Barnes falling under suspicion, and his wife Claudia is reaching quite, reacting quite impetuously. She's been approaching us repeatedly to demand that we hurry and wrap up our investigation. Oof. That's gotta be tough. I almost feel bad for Brad. One of their staff member, Turner, has been very cooperative with our investigation. He's told us a lot about everything that happened up until he lost consciousness. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. One of the other waiters, house staff, got clobbered on the head by the culprit who has stole the jewel. And that's that person. I suppose that's all I can say for now. Thank you, we'll keep all that in mind. The police can question people, but they can't talk to Pokemon. Interviewing the Pokemon around here might help us paint a clearer picture of what went down. About Barnes.
Excuse me?
Is the storage room key the reason the police suspect Barnes? Oh, so you know that much already. Well, no point in denying it. The only two people who have access on the homeowner, access the key are the homeowner and his butler, Mr. Dennis, and Barnes. I highly doubt Mr. Dennis staged all of this himself, which leaves Barnes as the only logical suspect. Wait, haven't I already... Didn't I get to talk to Barnes at the end of it? Have I loaded the wrong thing? I don't know. Anyway, we'll just carry on. Not only that, there were Ducklet's feathers at the crime scene, and Barnes' partner is a Ducklet. Clearly, Barnes used the key to get inside the storage room, then had Ducklet fly off with the jewel. That's my working theory. Duly noted. We don't have any decisive evidence yet, but we're going to find this Ducklet that flew the coop, and then we'll get definite proof, you'll see. Well, I'll be continuing my own investigation. Suit yourself. Okay, so we've spoken to Brad. Now let's see if we can speak to Key's Pokemon. Mana! No need to glare at us like that. Mana-centric. Why? What is it with Pokemon and basically their language is pretty much them just saying their name in different ways, either abbreviated, full length, repetitively, that kind of thing. Calm down already. We're not gonna get in the way of the police work. Brad's manner-centric sure is committed to their job. Now, I'm going to highlight this right now. If you haven't already watched me stream this, I have dyslexia. So, my pronunciation of things are rubbish. And specifically, I say what I see. Pokemon, I've never really played Pokemon, so understanding and knowing how Pokemon are said, I also don't know this. So please bear with me if I am completely ruining your fandom by, one, mispronouncing Pokemon, yeah, two, just, like, not understanding at all what the Pokemon are. Because I have no idea. Other than Pikachu, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and maybe a couple of other ones, I don't really know Pokemon. Suppose it like growls and stuff. Yeah, I would agree. You would expect it to sort of do something like that. But hey. Right, okay. True, and he's been keeping watch. So if anyone's tried to hide some evidence, he'll spot it right away. I guess he is helpful in that way, but... Manic. I just wish he'll dial back his aggression towards me.
Tim.
Okay, so Pikachu wants to check.
Yo, main Ectric, working hard? Hey, what did I ever do to you?
Okay. So Pikachu's, so we need to search for the Ducklet and the rare Pokemon. Okay, let's go up. Can we get in here?
Whoa!
Oh, okay. They don't want us snooping in other people's rooms. Fair enough. I won't go snooping. We've got the feather there already. I'm guessing I do need to leave the house now. Okay, let's leave the house. No, there we go. Little Pup's partner. Huh? You mean you won't help me? I understand how you feel, man, but we're in the middle of an investigation right now. Yes, but what should I do? So obviously she has an issue that we might need to help with. And Pikachu literally just said what I was thinking. Sure does. I doubt it has anything to do with our case, but it's hard not to want to help someone who's in trouble. That's the spirit, Tim. If we see a person or a Pokemon with a problem, let's do what we can to help them. That's what makes us this... What? That's what makes us this... Oh. That's what makes us this city's greatest detectives. But we do need to prioritize our current case. This is something we can help with when we have time. Right. First, let's see what she has to say. Good idea. During investigation on Pokemon, request to help solve a problem. It's a blue speech bubble is for local concerns. Okay. Excuse me, may I ask what is wrong? My Lillipup's gone missing. Oh no, what happened? We were taking a walk together in Serenity Park. I guess Lillipup must have been having too much fun. He got so worked up he took off like a rocket. I've been searching all over for him and now I'm exhausted. The police officer won't look into it for me either. I don't know what to do. We can just ignore... No, this is something else I do. I say can when I mean can't, and I say can't when I mean can. And vice versa with all those, like, opposites of those kind of words. So anyway, I meant to say we can't just ignore this. Not we can. Because the whole point is we're meant to help people. But me saying can't is basically like, yeah, I'm just ignoring you now. Sorry. Whoops. That's right. Helping people is a detective's job, and finding lost Pokemon even more so. We'd like to help you, ma'am, but we're detectives, so we're pretty good at looking for lost people. And Pokemon. Really? That would be a huge help. Can you think of any way your Lillipup might have gone? Well, I've already searched the park pretty thoroughly, but I haven't looked for him in the city yet. Oh, also, my Lillipup likes quiet places, but I'm not sure there are any places like that around here. I think that's enough information for us to go on. Please wait here while we search for him. She may be waiting a little while, but... I'm sorry to add to your workload when you already look so busy, but thank you. I hope you find my sweet Lillipup. If we see Lillipup during our investigation, we should talk to it. Okay. So we have a lost Lillipup that we need to find. Okay then. So there's some more Pokemon. Can we talk to these? There's a Pidove. Cuckoo! Oh, if it isn't Pidove, glad to see you're feeling better now. Cuckoo! Who am I? What do you mean? I just rescued you a little while ago. Cuckoo! It's forgotten the whole thing. Well, Pidove are known for their forgetfulness. Lol. Whimsy! So we got a Whimsicott now. Got. See what I mean? They're just literally mixing its name up to make a language. They seem happy. What are they talking about? They're saying that no matter how many times they visit this city, it's always bustling and full of fun. Do you suppose they witnessed anything? We can certainly ask. About the red Pokemon? Have you two seen any red Pokemon around here? Got. Oh. Boneyard is red, and you recently become friends with one. Boneyard? It's a Pokemon with blades all over its body, and it's true that Boneyard's pretty red. Whimsicott? Got. You often run into Boneyard at the terrace in Serenity Park. And on windy days, you play with Boneyard by picking it up and flying it around. Whim! They said they like to fly Boneyard all the way here from Serenity Park. Honestly, the repetitiveness of these Pokemon names is honestly killing me. I swear, makes it so hard. Serenity Park is the big park just beyond here, right? Yeah, and the terrace is way over on the far side. Maybe we can find Boneyard there. Do you remember when you last played with Boneyard? Whimsy. Oh, like you've been playing together every day, even today? In that case, we might be able to find it there now. Whimsy. If we go meet Boneyard, we should be careful about how we treat its favourite rock. It has a favourite rock? Whimsy. Apparently there's a rock at the terrace that Boneyard really cares about. One time they accidentally stepped on it, and then Boneyard got mad. Real mad. Wow, that's scary. We better watch where we step. Why are we searching for a red Pokemon again? This wasn't the feathers blue. I don't suppose they've seen Ducklet around, have they? Whimsy. Whim. Okay, I get it. You didn't see her. Whimsy. If they didn't see her, I wonder where she went. Do we ask about the Whimsicott? I guess we do. Oh, you ride on seasonal winds that take you all over the world, huh? Oh, that was it. So we got blue feathers from the Ducklet, which is suspected to be the one that's run off with the jewel. But yeah, there's also another Pokemon, a red one, that knocked out the other. It knocked Barnes. It didn't knock out Barnes. They knocked out the other servant person. Can't remember his name. Okay, so you ride seasonal winds that take you all over the world, huh? The city seems even livelier than usual whenever the Whimsicott arrive. Whimsy! Okay, soon you'll be leaving the city to travel somewhere else. Whim. Oh, you like coming here every year because you can meet so many different Pokemon. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. About the cotton. Is this cotton yours? Oh yeah, that was it. There was cotton in that room. Whim. Yeah, the Whimsicott says it's theirs. So that's what we needed. We actually found this in Mr. Dennis's mansion. I don't suppose you've been in there. Whimsy? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Come on, you gotta remember at least that much. Whimsy? Oh, this one does remember. What did it say? I think it remembers going into the mansion while playing with its friends. It thinks so? That's not a very clear answer. Yeah, let's ask for more details.
Hey.
So let's see how they got into the building. You said you might have been in the mansion, but how'd you get inside? Whim. You went in through the window with your friends. Why would you do that? Whimsy. You don't remember anything after eating breakfast this morning. The heck does that mean? Please, it's really important. Just try to remember. Whimsy. Some human you don't know asked you to do it. What was this stranger like? Whimsy. You don't remember because it was someone you'd never seen before, huh? Now look here, you might be an accessory to theft. Cot? You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? You think the Whimsicott may have been unknowingly involved in the crime? If they were, they're blissfully ignorant of it. After all, playing pranks is kind of the whole deal. This complicated things. So, the Whimsicott were in that room. They went in with someone, but they don't remember who. Okay. Do you suppose Ponyard is the red Pokemon we're looking for? Apparently, it's a good friend with Whimsicott that went into the mansion, so it seems pretty likely. It's probably be fastest just to go meet it and ask. But we still have to track down Ducklet. Should we look for Ducklet or Ponyard first? Either is fine by me. We can start with whichever one you would like. Thanks, Pikachu. So we've got to choose which one we look for. So we need to go to the park. This is a dead end, isn't it? No, it's not a dead end. Okay. Oh, there's a letterbox. Oh, this is the park. So I guess we're gonna go speak to the... This place is huge! That's Serenity Park for you. Whimsicott said Ponyard hangs around here. And the terrace is their usual meetup spot. Shall we go look? Right, so the terrace... Oh god, okay. It's a map of the Serenity Park. That park is huge. The terrace is all the way on the other side. So we're there. We've got to get to the terrace. Okay, right, so let's go this way. Do we need to talk to everyone? Raboot. Now for me, the only Pokemon game I've ever played was the one where that was one of the primary Pokemons. And I say I think I picked a good one because that Pokemon is basically the epitome of me. So, yeah. Sword and Shield, yeah, that was it. I had Sword. It's a Raboot, a Pokemon known for its excellent footwork. Rab. What is it saying, Pikachu? It wants us to be quiet because it's trying to think up a practice routine. Oh, I see. Let's leave it alone then. Oh, okay. I won't talk to the Raboot then. Never mind. What do you want? Let's talk to you. Someone seems to have planted a tree right in the middle of the path. It's such an inconvenience. Well, that was a riveting conversation. Keep it in mind for later. Okay. That was a very riveting conversation with her. Huh. I'm guessing that's the tree. That she's is such an inconvenience to her. Oh, this is a cute little Pokemon. A Ribombee? Oh look, a Rimbombee. Rimbombee mix pollen and nectar to make all kinds of different puffs. Boom, boom. It sure seems busy. Boom, boom. Apparently it's making pollen puffs for its cutie fly to eat. Those little bugs have been a big appetite while they're growing up, so it's got to prepare a ton of food. Sounds like a lot of work. Let's just watch it and try not to get in its way. Basil brush. Oh! I get the reference. That's my finest Basil brush impression. There you go.
You wouldn't happen to be that great detective duo, would you?
Charles Murlock.
I am such a huge fan of yours.
Okay. Oh dear, I forgot to introduce myself. Charles. My name is Charles Murlock. I'm a scientist working here in Rhyme City to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. A scientist, huh? What's that? You'd like to hear more about what I do? It's kind of like one of these, what do you call it? Like you go to one of these shows and you're just kind of like walking by and this person just like, what's that? I hear you talking about me? Let me explain more. Even though you're just like, I just looked at you for 2 seconds. And I unfortunately made eye contact with you and now I have to talk to you. That sort of awkward thing when you're not really, you've got time. I get it sometimes when I'm trying to catch the train and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I've got a train to catch. Even though I probably have like 15 minutes till my train, but you know, sometimes talking to strangers is not always what people would like to do. Actually, my research has been recognized by Mayor Myers himself. Now I'm helping out with a new policy that he and the City Council are working on. You might say I'm the brains behind Rhyme City's latest policies. This guy is intense, and he seems like the type who doesn't even listen to what others are saying. If you two great detectives have any questions for me, by all means fire away. After all, I have something in common with you both. We're all working to help Rhyme City. We're all coming from the same place, comrades with the same goals. So I'm prepared to answer any questions you may have. Thank you. Guess our only choice is to play along for a bit. What a drag. Okay, right. Help with the policy.
Excuse me?
What exactly do you do to help the mayor with the policy development? My domain is science, not politics. I can't actually propose new I hate that word. Legislations. I can't say it. Oh, that word. Anyway, moving on. What can I do though? It's develop new machines and equipment. I also help distribute them to the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City. I'm proud to contribute to my city with the power of science. That's wonderful, isn't it? Mayor Myers came up with the idea for a bill to help people and Pokemon coexist, so I feel duty-bound to use my position as a scientist to support it. Sounds like he's warming up for a speech. I can tell how passionate you are about improving the city. About the research? What sort of research are you doing, Mr. Murlock? My research explores the nature of communication between people and Pokemon. Sounds complicated. No, it's quite simple, really. We're just trying to help Pokemon understand human language. Imagine what that'll do with Rhyme City. So this is kind of, it's interesting how this kind of relates to everyday life in regards to having two different cultures, Pokemon and humans. Which is a bit like having two different cultures of two different languages in regards to like English and Chinese. Or English and Spanish. They're saying that the Pokemon need to learn English, which is ironic because, you know, most people say that everyone has to learn English because it's the most spoke language in the in the world. But sometimes it works both ways. It'll make life here so much more entertaining and simple. A whole city where people and Pokemon can go back and forth like we can, huh? That really would make Rhyme City an even better place. Don't you think?
Oh, can I ask you a favor, Pikachu? Would you allow me to give you a quick health exam?
Well, that doesn't look creepy at all.
Ow! Hey, what'd you just do to me?
Oh dear, is Pikachu upset with me? I only plucked a bit of fur, and the test results should be ready in just a moment. What exactly are you doing? This is a machine I created at May and Myers' request. It can measure a Pokemon's vital signs in record time. In other words, it's made to quickly check a Pokemon's health. I would say that a good thing for both of you, for both people and their partners, wouldn't you? Yes, it sounds like it. So basically, he just asked for his consent to take a sample, to take his health check. Well, he asked permission to do a health check. Didn't explain what he was going to do. And didn't wait for an answer to say yes or no, I can do it, and just did it anyway. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like it. Way to bury the lead. Oh, it's ready. Now let me see. What's it say? It's detecting caffeine. Oh, shocker! Detective Pikachu has caffeine in its system? Did someone say caffeine? Seeing as he's working as a detective, I figured this was no ordinary Pikachu. But the results are truly fascinating. Hello, Mr. Murloc? Oh, do forgive me. He's quite alright, no problems at all. I suppose he's triglycerides, now I know that word because I've studied the biology, are a bit high for a Pokemon. My what? He does seem slightly different from a regular Pikachu though. Huh? Is there something weird about me? Well, now that you've finished your checkup, I think we better get going. Yes, sorry to have taken up so much time. Good luck, great detectives. Thank you. Come on, Pikachu, stop sulking, let's go. High triglycerides? Grumble. It's like saying to someone you have high cholesterol. I'm guessing that's what Pikachu is kind of feeling like. We need to go up here, don't we? So this is the terrace.
This is the top, yeah?
Look at that, Pikachu.
Huh?
From here you have a perfect view of the dentist residence.
I'm still over to the side, so let's twist it ever so slightly. There we go. Right, okay then. So you get a perfect view of the open window where we found a feather by the looks of things. Hey Tim, what are you thinking? I'm pretty sure that's the window, the one in front of the jewel storage room. A Pokemon capable of flying could go straight into the mansion from here. Yeah, if our thief was getting help from a Pokemon, this will be the perfect vantage point. This is where the Whimsicott usually meet up with their Pawniard, right? That's what they said, but I don't see it anywhere. If it was here earlier, maybe it's left some kind of sign. Well, Pawniard are known for their blades. It's not much, but it's the only lead we've got. We better get looking. Right, so let's hunt. We've got some leaves. These torn leaves have rough, uneven edges. Okay, that's a clue. Do you suppose Pawniard did that? They look to me like it was bitten, not cut. I was about to say that, actually. It's like me and Pikachu have the same brain. What? Oh, is this the rock? What's up with this rock? It's covered in gashes. Has something been scratching at it? These gashes look like they were left by something sharp like a blade. So this must be its favourite rock that we're not meant to step on. I doubt a human would be strong enough to make clean cuts like these. Well, there's some cotton. This cotton is probably fell here when the Whimsicott were playing with Pawniard. So we've got some cotton. Is it telling me to do this? The red Pokemon that entered the mansion is clearly involved in this incident somehow. Look for the Pokemon Rhyme City. So let's begin deducing. Where is the red Pokemon? I don't think... So where is the red Pokemon? Well, that's its favorite rock.
Okay.
Go. Where we did find a rock that was covered in slashes as if it had been cut up by sharp blades. Maybe those slashes were made by Pawniard. That's definitely the rock. Imagine being able to actually speak English when it's your only language you speak. You know? That's definitely the rock that the Whimsicott were talking about. So if we go to where the rock is, we might find Pawniard there. Alright, let's take a look around the rock.
Well...
Can you think of any way to draw the Pawniard here? Sit on the rock!
Oh!
Whimsicott said that the Pawniard got angry when they stepped on the rock. Oh yeah, you're right. Good memory. Maybe Pawniard will show off if one of us climbs on it. Worth a shot. Let's give it a try. So is the Pikachu just going to jump on it? Oh god, how is this? I just hope it's actually here to see this. Oh dear. Bon! What? Pawniard! Impressive swordplay. It's Pawniard! Just like Whimsicott said. Pawn? Pawn? Now, if this was the red Pokemon that had knocked out the waiter, like, it's covered in blades. Like, surely it would have left some form of slice mark or other damage other than just, like, full on knocking it out. And would a little Pokemon like that have the power and strength to knock it out? I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, surely if you get hit by that, it's just gonna leave like a slash down you. Look at that rock! Okay, it's saying, darest thou tread upon my cherished rock? What is the meaning of this? Thine answer shall determine thy fate. I will show thee no mercy. Wait, what? Wow, it's really angry. Sorry, we just wanted to find you. We weren't trying to mess with your rock or anything. Pop. It's like, hi, yeah. Was it nice? Phew, thank goodness. It said it'll forgive us, but just this once. Pawn. You want to know why we're looking for you? Fair enough. We've got some questions we'd like to ask you. Would you mind talking with us for a bit? Pawn. It says it will talk. Let's ask about the Pawniard. Pawn. So you've been traveling all over as part of your journey to warriorhood. I'm sorry, did you say journey to warriorhood? Apparently it travels all over the place to practice and improve its moves. Pawn. It says that because it was born with these blades, it wishes nothing more than to master them. If Pawniard is that proud of its blade, I bet they have to be They have razor sharp edges. Pawn. It says it can easily slice a rock in two. This might sound a bit strange, but you haven't punched anyone recently, have you? Pawn. Pawniard said it never punched a single person or Pokemon in its life. Pawn. Good point. You could cut something with those hands of yours, but you definitely couldn't punch it. See, I have a head on brain. Well, I quite clearly have a head on my shoulders, but I must have a brain in it too. Yeah, on second thought, you wind up with a different injury if you were punched by a Pawniard. Are there any other Pawniard in the city besides you? Pawn. What's it saying? Apparently, it's never seen any other Pawniards. Let's ask about the residents. We heard from some Whimsicott that they went to Mr. Dennis's mansion. Were you the one who went there with them? Pawn. Pawniard's not sure if it was the same place, but it vaguely remembers going to a big house. Pawn. It says it entered the house together with the Whimsicott. How did you get inside the mansion? Apparently, Pawniard likes to get picked up and flown around by Whimsicott. So you think you might have gotten inside the mansion that way? Did you happen to cut a jewel case when you were in that mansion? Pawn. So you can remember the sensation of cutting through something, but the rest is a blur. This is important, so please try to remember. Pawn. So it has razor sharp blades, which quite clearly did slice the glass that the jewel was in. But it doesn't consciously remember doing it or wanting to do it. It says its mind feels all foggy and it just can't remember what was going on at the time. That sure makes things difficult. Pawn. Have you seen the duckling around anywhere? Pawn. It hasn't seen her. Great. Where could Ducklet have gone? We finally managed to find the Pawniard, but we weren't able to learn anything useful from it. Yeah, and some of what it said even contradicted testimony we gathered earlier. Maybe we could get more information if we had proof that Pawniard entered the mansion. Pawn. It's asking if we've done here so it can get back to training. What sort of training does it do? Pawn. I've just realised that the clone's caption is filtering out that word because it feels it's profanity. And it is a very unfortunate unfortunate word. And there's me saying, what type of training do you do? P-A-W-N. Yeah, I know. Not P-O-R-N. It's P-A-W-N. Oh, it formed it. Yeah, it got rid of that too. Anyway, it read what I spelled. I spelled it out. Anyway, I'm saying chess pawn. Anyway, it's planning on cutting rocks and things to sharpen its skills and blades. Cut rocks? Well, would it be willing to demonstrate for us? Oh, good idea. It would be a big help to us to see what a cut from a Pawniard looks like. Pawn! Yeah, it says it would happily grace us with a demonstration. Thank you. We'll watch quietly so you can focus. So dramatic.
Awesome.
I feel like that's something we need to do for TikTok. Because you've seen people that do the, they get an apple and they have like a blade in a case, and they just go cha-ching, and then the apple just like slices out like that. It's what you need to do with a Pawniard. This clean slice and the metallic sound Pawniard blade made when it made contact. It all matches what we know from the crime scene. That means the Pokemon that entered the mansion must have been Pawniard. But neither Whimsicott nor Pawniard remembers clearly what's up with that. I can't imagine that the Pokemon are lying. Their behaviour is pretty unusual, but there must be a good reason for it. I don't think we'll figure out what's wrong with their memories until we investigate a bit more. Right, let's do what we can right now. We should consider looking for Ducklet now that we've found Pawniard. Barnes said he asked her to pick up some coffee beans today, didn't he? Yeah, maybe someone at the High Cat Cafe saw Ducklet there. Now that you mention it, we managed to go there ourselves after Holiday showed up. So now we need to go to the coffee shop. But apparently I need to talk to Pikachu first.
So, your hands are blades, huh? Wow, that's pretty neat.
Why do you do that? It's like, is Pikachu just like provoking them or something? Right, let's go. Well, that's like a toucan. Or it looks like a toucan. How wonderful to meet you, Detective. Seriously, it's an honor.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too. Can I help you or... Huh? Do you really not know who I am? I'm kind of a big deal at the Rhyme University campus, and I know you go to school there too. Know anything about this so-called big deal, Tim? Not that I can think of. They call me the quiz professor. I'm actually still a student, but that's what they call me. And this is my partner, Cannon. That's kind of a cool Pokemon. So you're the quiz professor? That's me. I'm majoring in Pokemon studies. I can't resist sharing the knowledge I've learned, so I quiz all sorts of people. That explains the nickname. The quiz professor is definitely on the eccentric side. Cannon! I'll admit you got me there. A Pikachu doing detective work is pretty eccentric too. Why don't we celebrate our meeting with a quiz? We're pretty busy working on a case right now. Oh, here's the first question. Oh, so it doesn't matter, so we basically said no, but she still carried on. Anyway, in one ear and out the other. Oh well, guess it can't hurt to play along. I guess here goes nothing. What Pokemon catches prey using its long tongue? The Pokemon in question is somewhere in this very city, so get out there and look for it. What's your tongue like, Cannon? Mind opening up your beak of yours? Cannon! Nothing assuring here. Thanks anyway. A Pokemon with a long tongue, huh? If there's anyone nearby, it shouldn't take long for us to find. When you find the Pokemon in question, come tell me what it is. I'll be waiting right here. Answer correctly, and I'll even teach you some trivia about it. Right. So do I have to now do that, or... This dude has a very long time. Maybe I'll talk to these people. Licky tongue. Lick. That's a long tongue. I'm amazed it stretches so far. Say, Tim, this licky tongue might be the answer to that quiz question. I think you're right. Let's go tell the quiz professor. Let's talk to the kid. Oh, come on, licky tongue. Stopped again. She keeps getting distracted. Okay, let's go back to the quiz master. Seeing as I managed to stumble upon it. I know, PG stream. Blame the game! Nintendo game! It's not my fault! So, Detective, did you figure out the answer to my first question? I sure did. It's a licky tongue, right? Bingo! Yes, you got it! Licky tongue uses its long tongue to catch its prey. According to reports, contact with its saliva causes a tingly sensation, as well as a persistent itch. Oh, Nintendo. Anyway, moving on. Oh wow, good thing we didn't get licked. I'm feeling itchy just imagining it. Cannon. Thanks for the warning, Toucan. We'll make sure any licky tongue might keep its tongue to itself. I can't. I can't deal with this. Oh, that's tickled me in the wrong place, and that's the really worst phrasing I could have used. Okay, behave. Calm down. You've gone all red. I'm sorry. I think I am sorry. I very much feel like I need to move on, but I'm kind of concerned. Okay. Anyway. Composure. Anyway, that was only the first question. I guess it was a little too easy. Are you saying there's more? Of course, and here's where they get serious. Time for question number 2. What Pokemon uses its cute looks to put you off your guard so it can steal from you? Hey, we don't have time to deal with another theft. What Pokemon tries to steal from people? I think the cute part is our biggest hint. Pretty sure it's not a Toucan. Cannon? Totally. Okay, Tim, let's go search the area. Okay, so we now need to find a cute Pokemon. I feel like I need to stop with these quizzes because it's honestly setting me off. Would it be the little kitty? Kitties are cute. I would work early on all day and never get bored. Joe! Joe! I may have sent you the clip, but that doesn't... I didn't need you to come back and rip. Anyway... We're now looking for a cute thing. Pearl Lion. An adorable deceiver. Right, that's got to be the one that I'm looking for. It's got to be, it's always the kitties. It's always the kitties. That's why I'm a dog person. Oh, I am not going to say what just coming in my head. Because that is... It was a... Anyway... Ha! What a cute Pokemon! That's a Purlion. Well, we've had the Ponyard, and now we've had the Licking, and now we have the Kitten. What is this? This has gone downhill very quickly in a very short space of time. That's all I'm gonna say. Thanks, Nintendo. Ah, I'm an innocent. I am very innocent, honestly. Anyway, how sweet. I think it was it wants some attention. Sorry, we're busy now, but we can play with you later. Hold up, Dim. Check your pockets. Why would I need to check my... Wait, what? My pen's gone. Oh, for God's sake. Anyway, I thought so. This is your doing, isn't it, Pearl Lion? Can't pull one over on a great detective like me. Pull one over on a great detective like me. Now hand it over, Pause. Where can we... Pause where we can see them. Huh? Oh, my pen! Wow, you can't take your eyes off this Pearl Lion for a second. Yeah, that was a close one. But at least we figured out the answer to the quiz question. Right, it's Pearl Lion. Let's go tell the quiz professor. Yeah, let's just get this quiz over. I feel like this quiz professor is the one that's just has done this to me. I wouldn't have this issue if I hadn't encountered the quiz person. So, detective, did you figure out the answer to the second question? Yes. Yeah, the answer is Pearl Lion, right? Ding ding ding! That's correct! Pearl Lion often steal things from people, and they sometimes scratch people who try to reclaim those stolen items, so be careful of their claws! The Pearl Lion we met wasn't that rowdy, but we should probably be careful in the future. True, better safe than sorry. Cannon. It's asking if we agree that the quizzes can actually be pretty fun. It's triggered a spiral of unfortunate events when it comes to a PG stream, I would say that much. There's certainly a chance to learn more about Pokemon. You cannot tell me the people who created this game did not see these series of events when this is literally the start of the game. And that's the storyline that it followed. Honestly. There's certainly a chance to learn more about Pokemon. I know it's just banter, but honestly, it's when you watch those sort of like I say child movies, the like cartoon movies or the child-friendly movies, but they always have like adult jokes and innuendos in them for the parents, just so that they can enjoy them. And to Dudette, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome on in. Apologies if you probably followed because of the profanity that's been going on earlier in this stream. I do apologize. It doesn't happen like this all the time. This is the game. That's what the game has done for me. But yeah, welcome on in. I hope you enjoy it. But anyway, there's certainly a chance to learn more about Pokemon. Okay, let the quiz continue. Time for question 3. How many questions are there? Best buds always stick together. What Pokemon moves as a group? Right there! I can see them up in the top corner there. A Pokemon that moves as a group, like one that travels in a herd or flock or something. Nope, in that case the whole group counts as one Pokemon. Is that even a thing? Can you give us a hint, Toucan? Cannon? Well, that's not very sporting. This Pokemon has quite the unique appearance. Go ahead and see if you can find it. Well, I can see it. It's right here. Like, literally in my eye shot. Let's just do it. It's close. A phalanx. Lynx! Well, those movements are perfect in unison. That's phalanx. They always move around in groups of 6. Lynx. They're in the middle of formation training. Pikachu, do you think Phalanx is the Pokemon the quiz professor was talking about? 6 working together as one. Yep, that fits the bill. Then let's go tell her the answer. Let's go back. So, did you figure out the answer to my final question? Oh, thank you. Final question. I think so. The answer is Phalanx, right? Da-da-da. Bingo! That's it. Phalanx is a very peculiar Pokemon. There are actually 6 of them working together as one. The one at the front, known as the Brass, leads the others by issuing orders. In battle, they change formation as needed and use teamwork to secure the win. That's a pretty interesting Pokemon. Sure, but I bet it's tough for the troopers if they've got an incompetent Brass. Ganon? Yeah, sorry, I'm sure they'll all be perfectly competent. That's all for today's quiz. I hope you're as enthusiastic about quizzes and poke facts as I am. Yes, I learned a lot. I did learn a lot. Glad to hear it. I get some new questions ready for next time. Oh, God. Okay, please let them be easy ones. And maybe she could, you know, wait till we're not in the middle of something. Ganon! Yeah, see ya too, Ganon. Okay, we're done. Let's go find the coffee shop. Before I lose my own sanity. Oh dear. Right, let's go and find the coffee shop. I'm assuming this is the coffee shop? Yeah, Hi-Hat Cafe, there we go.
Oh, Tim!
The music's
Hello
kind
there.
of cool in this. It's quite enjoyable. It's got Jessica Miller and Rachel Myers. Wow, what a coincidence running into you here. Yeah, I am as surprised as you are. I think I've seen this girl somewhere before. Oh, I remember. Howard's notebook. She's the girl from the photo. Yes, Pikachu, this is Rachel. We go to college together. She's the mayor's daughter. Right. And you said she knows a lot about Pokemon too, didn't you? And she's just a classmate, or she... See, this is why I don't like telling you about my personal life. I'm just looking out for you. I never hear you talk about actually having fun with people. Oh well, anyway, who's the woman next to her? I know about as much as you do. I don't think we've met before. Hey Jessica, have you heard of these? Of course, it's an honor to meet the great detectives. By the way, Tim, were you talking to Pikachu just now? What? No way. This is the thing, like, when he's starting to have a conversation with Pikachu right next to him, in front of people, everyone's going to look confused, because as far as they're concerned, Pikachu's just like, Pika Pika, and not speaking normal words. It's just a Pokemon speaking normal Pokemon language, or its Pokemon language. But, yeah. Aw, no need to be embarrassed. I totally understand the urge to talk with your partner. But now that you're here, why don't you chat with us for a bit? Yeah, sure. Oh, let's check.
You and Pikachu must be working hard, huh?
Yeah, he's actually more helpful than he looks.
That's pretty impressive, Pikachu.
When he did that, like, all I wanted to do was the ka-chow sound effect when he did that. I don't know why. A Pixar and a Pokemon crossover. Come on, Tim, you can give me a better compliment than that. You seem different from usual somehow. Don't tell me that award my dad gave you is already starting to change you. No, of course not. I'm the same as I've always been. Are you sure? I mean, we don't really know each other at all that well. Maybe you have the wrong impression of me. No way, I've had my eye on you for a while now, Tim. Excuse me? Oh, does she mean what I think she means? It's like I have a front row seat to the great detective in action. It feels like an exciting new adventure could break out at any moment. Oh god. Right. Did you get your hopes up for a moment there, Tim? Oh, poor Tim! Having his heart broken just like that. He got his hopes up and then just kind of got, Aw. Poor Tim. Quiet you. Let's speak to Rachel's
It
friend.
is such an honor to meet you, Tim. Thank you for solving the R case. You have no idea what that meant to me.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
I see news about your accomplishments on TV all the time. You're quite the celebrity. Celebrity? I wouldn't quite go that far. No need to be modest, you're a great detective after all. Jessica used to work with my mother years ago. That's how we met, and we've been friends ever since. Oh, I see. But it's been a while since we've met up like this. About 2 years, I think. We've both been so busy lately, there's just haven't been time to get together. I completely understand that. I have no idea you become friends with the famous great detective. Were you surprised? Yes, of course. Hey, I'm the great detective. By the way, Tim, I work at a pizzeria in Bamboo Borough. God, that's a tongue twister for those. Bamboo Borough. How many can you do? If you ever in the area, stop by. I'll treat you to one of our awesome pizzas. Now I'm hungry, so now talking about pizzas making me more hungry. Alright, did you hear that, Tim? Let's go sometime. The pizza place where Jessica works is actually pretty famous. Sounds great, I'd love to go. I'll take you up on that offer. I'll be waiting. Tim, there's actually something I wanted to talk to you about. What's up? Well, it's about something going on at home. Sounds serious. I'm not sure how much help I'll be, but you can always talk to me. I don't want to waste your time though. Don't worry about it. I'm working right now, but we can meet up tonight if you're free. Sure, that works. Thank you, Tim. Okay, then how about you stop by my apartment later this evening? Hey, not bad, Tim. That's one way to ask a girl out. I was about to say that. But aren't we supposed to have dinner with your family tonight? Yeah, but that sounds serious. I can't just brush her off. The least I could do is hear her out for a little bit. Fair enough. Screw family. Let's talk to a girl who's in some danger or has a problem that needs solving. Someone who I have a serious crush on. I'm sure your family will understand.
Tim.
Okay, what do you want?
Hey, Tim. Jessica seems really grateful to us for solving the R case 2 years ago. Nice to know our hard work wasn't for nothing.
Is that all you wanted to say to me? Sometimes I wonder what the point was of talking to Pikachu sometimes.
Well, look who it is.
Pablo Milan. A Ludicolo? Is it good Italian coffee? Because if it's good Italian coffee, I'd really appreciate the good Italian coffee. Hi, Tim. Did something happen today? I noticed you weren't here this morning. Yeah, I got caught up in a new case. Oh, sounds rough. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Me? Sure, go right ahead. Let's ask about the cafe.
Excuse me?
Be friendly. You must have been really busy moving your cafe to this new location. Do you feel all settled in now? Yeah, it feels like things are finally back to normal. I know Pikachu's been coming here on his own to drink your coffee. I hope he hasn't been causing you any trouble. Trouble? Me? I'm a paying customer. Why don't you pick up my tab? Not at all. The cafe's way closer to your place now, and it seems like Pikachu feels comfortable here. And the Hi Hat Cafe always welcomes Pokemon customers. Let's ask about Barnes.
Hey.
The butler from the Dennis Mansion, yeah? He swings by the cafe pretty often after he's done with work. Barnes is a regular customer? Yeah, he loves coffee and jazz, so we've got plenty to talk about. But apparently he's been really stressed lately, so he hasn't been stopping by as much. He's been really stressed, huh? You should probably ask for more details about that. Stress, question mark? I feel like that's everyone at the moment. Do you know why Barnes was stressed? Was he worried about something? Sometimes when I'm stressed, I want more coffee, so I would come more often if I was stressed. Oh, well, I'm not sure it's my place to tell you about a customer's personal matters. Please, we're trying to help it for Barnes' sake. Ah, so is it for the case, huh? Then I guess I'll better tell you. He was worried about the jewel that Mr. Dennis was planning to donate to Rhyme City. Apparently, the Dennises had a different opinion about that. Barnes was trying to come up with a compromise that would satisfy both of them. But he said he just wound up getting stuck in the middle of the argument. That does sound stressful. I remember him saying he wished there was no jewel in the first place. Okay, this is not good for him. He wished there was no jewel, huh? Anyway, that's all I know. I hope it helps. Yes, thank you. Well, that's not helping Barnes' corner. Because if he... No jewel, no fight, him less stressed. Win-win situation.
Excuse me?
Do you know the ducklet that lives at Dennis' residence? Yeah, I know her. You're talking about Barnes' partner, right? She often comes here all on her own to buy coffee beans. She really is a clever little Pokemon. Just like Barnes said. She always comes with this cute little bag that I fill with beans for her. As far as I know, she takes them straight back to the mansion. In fact, she left with her usual order a couple of minutes ago. She's literally just left. Really? Okay.
Okay, let's start deducing.
No, I want to talk to more Pokemon, thank you. Milcery, rich with flavor and fortune. Okay. Mil? Oh, it's Milcery. Hey, Pablo. Got a new customer? Oh, you mean the Milcery? It's new, just started living here, in fact. Wonder what sort of place it's from. Mil. Whoa, hey, hold on, Milcery. Both Tim and Pikachu have particular blends they prefer. You can't just add cream without asking. Mil. I prefer to keep my coffee black, but why don't you try some cream, Tim? Sure, and it smells great. I'll give it a try next time. Mil. Oh, so that they're now the coffee maker. No. Let's speak to the Ludicolo. Ludi? Looks like she's in a good mood as always. Do you think she might know something? She might. We can ask. We'll ask about it. Ludi, you say you got an ear for a rock now, not just jazz. Ludi. Apparently, a Polytoad and its friend put on a concert here at night. Ludi. And you really love the music, so that's how you went from jazzist to rocker. I'd love to hear Polytoad's concert sometime. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. Have you seen the Ducklet recently? Ludi! She says Ducklet comes to the cafe pretty often. Pablo knows more about that apparently. Ludi! And you sometimes see Ducklet at Seren City Park. Okay. Ludi. I see. So the pond water that is good for you, good for your fur, and you met Ducklet there sometimes when you go to bathe. How nice that you tell each other about good swimming spots. So the pond is on the terrace where we were earlier. I guess water-type Pokemon get along swimmingly with each other. Boom. Shh. I see that's a lighter joke there. So we need to start deducing. Ducklet is nowhere to be found at the Dennis residence. Find out where she went. Begin deducing.
Okay.
So where did the Ducklet go? Did you figure out where Ducklet went after she left the mansion? Yes. Let's piece together the information we gathered. She went to the Hi Hat Cafe.
Okay.
Didn't Ducklet go to the Hi Hat Cafe to buy coffee beans? Yeah, apparently she goes there on a regular basis to buy them. Today was one of those days, and Pablo said that he handed Ducklet her usual order of coffee beans. So I guess Ducklet headed back to the mansion then. She might be back there already, so we need to go back to the mansion. Right, okay.
Okay.
Let's head back to the mansion to search for Ducklet. Good idea. let's go. Right, okay, so let's go back to the mansion to look for the ducklet. What in the world were you doing? My apologies, sir. Test. Oh, the highlight my message. Testing this. It doesn't do it on the chat box, but it does do it on the Twitch chat thing. Did something happen, Brad? Ducklet was spotted near the mansion just now. But when my subordinates tried to catch her, they let her escape. Oh, so Ducklet had just gotten back to the mansion? Did you know where she ran off to? Unfortunately, I do not, and I do not have the resources to keep searching. At this point, I'll have to call in the services of Pokemon Protection Bureau. The PPB. You tell the inspector that I'm heading back to the station for a moment. Yes, sir. And we probably need to have a play around with the chat box, really, so it looks better, because it looks a bit meh. But we can have a play around with that to improve it, to make it visually more appealing. Well, Brad and Manacetric are gone, but still we have no idea where Ducklet could have run off to. Where would we even start looking? We've looked all over the place, but we haven't seen Ducklet anywhere. Apparently she almost got caught earlier, but then ran away. Maybe she's hiding somewhere. And how are we going to find her? So we need to find Ducklet. I think Ducklet is our only good lead now. I guess we need to keep asking around then. Dunno, maybe she got scared and went into hiding. If she did, it'll be really hard to find. Just the two of us to find her. Yeah, how should we look for her then? Good question. How about we ask a Pokemon to help us? Pokemon? Yeah, Pokemon have all sorts of special skills. Maybe there's a Pokemon that can help us find a Ducklet. Do you think he'll be willing to help us though? I'm sure one of the Pokemon in Dennis's residence would gladly help us out. After all, the theft happened in their own home. Good point. Let's go back to the mansion and ask the Pokemon to help. Okay, so let's speak to the police officer. No, I didn't want to talk to you. Go away. I'll catch her next time. Ah, okay. I'm sorry, love, but you weren't quick enough. Right. Pokemon. Would you have... Wait, what?
Yes?
Oh, I was going to say, I can't move. Oh, it's you. Isn't your investigation finished already? I'm sorry, but I'll take a bit more time. This is absurd. We all know it's Barnes did it. Would you give it a rest, Claudia? Barnes just isn't the type of person who would do anything like this. Sounds an awful lot like wishful thinking to me. Barnes simply wanted the Aurora drop for himself. He's been play acting as the perfect butler, but all he's serving us is a platter of greed and deceit. Just listen to yourself. How could you say that about the man who served us faithfully for so many years? Open your eyes already! Barnes has betrayed you! Please calm down, both of you. Now you can understand why Barnes was stressed. Barnes' Ducklet was sighted a few moments ago. We're hoping that when we find Ducklet, we'll also find a clue. Oh, excellent. I'm certain you'll find proof that Barnes is innocent. And where is Ducklet now? She's got away. We're about to search for her. Such incompetence. Hurry up and find her. It's not going to be easy finding Ducklet with just the two of us. Let's get some help from other Pokemon to search for Ducklet. The thing is, what the coffee shop said was that he was stressed and would prefer if the jewel was gone. So that's supporting him being the culprit, but it has a different motive for it than what Claudia was saying. But let's speak to Growlithe. Gow! She says we can ask away. About your special skills. Do you have any special skills that might help us catch the thief? Gow! She says she's got a very keen nose. There we go. She could come in handy. Maybe she can track something by following its scent. Yeah, that might work. So, there we go. Begin deducing.
Okay.
We have found a Pokemon with the skills necessary to help our research for Ducklet. Let's think about the information we've gathered. We just pick.
Okay.
That's the only option. Growlithe said she had a good sense of smell, right? Maybe we can use that to follow Ducklet's scent. We could sniff out Ducklet by tracking the scent she'd left at the scene of the crime. I bet Growlithe could do that no problem. Great idea, Tim. Cool. So that's that done. So we now need to get the Growlithe to help us find where the Ducklet is. Let's ask Growlithe for help. Let's hope she can find the let's ask the Growlithe for help. Growlithe, I got a favour to ask of you, and that excellent nose of yours. I'd like your help finding Ducklet. Gal? Is it possible that Ducklet is somehow mixed up in this incident? She might even know who stole the key from you. We really need your help to solve this case. Gal? Oh really? You've been waiting to help Dennis? Who? Gal. Great, thank you, Growlithe. Gal. Huh? You want me to ride on your back? Gal. Ah, so you can take me wherever the scent leads you. Got it. That should be a lot easier than trying to give directions at every turn. Gal. What do you think, Tim? You want us to track the scent down right away? Yes, let's do that. Yeah, I can leave it to you. You got it. Let's go, Growlithe.
Okay, let's do this.
Short people problem.
Sorry, but could you sit down for a sec? All right. Let's go.
That's rather adorable. This is the first time I've even given someone a ride. She says this is the first time she's even given someone a ride. Why did you just repeat what I said? Oh, whoops. When it's just you and me talking, I guess I don't need to interpret for Tim. Anyway, let's get this search underway. How do you track the scent? I just sniff the ground and I can tell where the scent is strongest. Gotcha, look where the scent is strongest. Right, and there are still traces of Ducklet's scent inside the house. I think I can track from here. Okay, now let's get going, Growlithe. Yeah. Hold the R button while moving to follow the scent wherever you're looking for. You can get off Growlithe by going back to Tim. Okay. Let's leave. I'm picking up Ducklet's scent around here. Ducklet always leaves this way when she takes walks and goes shopping. Her scent is still lingering here. If we follow that smell, we should be able to find Ducklet. Let's trace the scents carefully, don't want to lose it. Right. Okay, so it goes this way. I have a feeling she'll be at the pond. Oh, hang on a sec. This scent. Did you find her? Yes, I'm sure of it. Come on out, Ducklet. It's your pal, Growlithe.
What?
Hey, Ducklet with her bag. I was wondering who found me. It's good to see a friendly face. Wait, who's that on your back? Hi there, I'm the great Detective Pikachu. And you're a friend of Growlithe's? I'd like to think so. Putting that aside though, can you tell me why you're way out here? Some strange humans were chasing me. It was really scary. I don't know what I could have possibly done to make them so upset. They think you may be involved in a crime. Huh? What crime? Something precious was stolen from the house. And you and Barnes are currently under suspicion. What? Right. Bear with me 2 seconds. I will be right back. I think my dog needs to go out. Be right back. Hello, I'm back. Apologies for the short break. My dog needed to go and do her business. So, yeah. Right, anyway. Where were we? We were talking to the Ducklet, won't we? And you and Barnes are currently under suspicion. Say what? Neither of us would ever do something like that. I know, I don't think it was you. I need to ask you some questions and help to prove you're innocent, and Barnes too, if that's alright. I guess. Let's ask the Ducklet. I'm Barnes' partner. You always helping him out because he's so busy, right? Like when you buy beans at the High Hat Cafe. Barnes must have good taste, much like myself. You drink the black water too? I tried it once because Barnes seems to enjoy it so much. But I practically gagged when it hit my tongue, too bitter. Huh? It's a sophisticated flavour for sophisticated Pokemon. Yes, well I'm sure I'll be sophisticated like that someday, just watch. That is a big word to say repetitively for a child's game. But, saying that, with some of the things that's been in this game, not necessarily so child-friendly. About Barnes, right. Can you tell me more? Tell me about Barnes. Barnes is my partner. He's a true gentleman. If you've met him, I'm sure you'll understand what I mean. Yep, though I think I might have him beat in the gentleman department. Right. Anyway, he's really good, but about telling me when I'm done something well. I may not look like it, but I'm a really good swimmer. Barnes always compliments me when I show off my fancy swimming technique in the fountain. No one that lovely could possibly be a bad person. Right? Like I said, I don't think he did it. Don't worry, Ducklet. We'll clear Barnes' name. Thank you, Growlithe. Why are you here? Why are you hiding here? There must have been plenty of other places you could have picked. This is my favourite spot. And like I told you, I got chased around by a bunch of strangers. I was feeling pretty ruffled, so I came here to calm down. Gotcha. See that water over there? I love bathing in it. Oh yeah, maybe I should try it too. Whoa there, Growlithe. Aren't you a fire type? Pretty sure a bath's a bad idea. Oh, good point. Walking by the waterside feels lonely too. Lovely too, not lonely. It's nice and cool without all the wetness. Sweet, I'll try that instead. Thanks, Ducklet. What were you up to this morning before the incident occurred? All I did was eat breakfast, like always. Then I got really sleepy, not like always. If you fell asleep after breakfast, when did you go out? Well, at some point Turner woke me up. I usually go shopping right after Barnes asked me to, but today I was in a hurry because I overslept, so I rushed to grab my bag, flew out of the window on the second floor. And you're sure it was Turner who woke you up? Yes, I'm sure. And Growlithe, you fell asleep too? Yeah, but only because today's breakfast was so yummy. I guess I ate so much I got sleepy after. Do you two always eat your meals together? Not usually, no. I always eat with Cramorant. What? There's a Cramorant in the household? Yep. Cramorant is Turner's partner. Huh? Is that so? Bit strange that Turner never mentioned that. So according to your story, Ducklet, you were out on an errand when the crime took place. But because you were asleep earlier, you're not sure exactly what time you left. Yes. Even if Ducklet doesn't know anything, how are we going to solve this case? You mean we might never find the jewel? No, we've still got one more lead, that Cramorant that Ducklet mentioned. I'm wondering why we never saw it in the mansion. How long has Cramorant been gone? I don't know. By the time I noticed, he was already gone. We should probably go talk to him. Can track the Cramorant down by your scent, Growlithe. If you have something with Cramorant scent on it, then sure. I don't suppose you could use this. Oh, that's one of Cramorant's feathers. Just as I thought. Good thing I picked it up earlier. With that, I can definitely track Cramorant's scent. Now we just have to figure out where to pick up the trail. Since Cramorant seems to have left the mansion, we should probably try around the front gate. What should I do? I'm really worried about Bards. I understand how you feel, but if you go home now, things will probably just get more complicated. Can you wait here a little longer while we solve the case? Okay, please, I'm counting on you both to take care of Barnes. Leave it to us. Right then, let's go, Growlithe. Right, let's go. Let's go. Sorry, my dog is being attention seeking. I know, I agree with you. Victini Blast, I very much agree with you. When I'm reading this out loud, the Detective Pikachu, all I can hear is Ryan Reynolds in my head saying these words. Well, did you get a whiff of Cramorant scent? I don't think I'm doing him much justice though with my voiceovers. My voiceovers aren't as good, and I'm not very good at storytelling. My dulcet tones is just what you'll have to deal with for this one. Well, did you get a whiff of Cramorant scent? Yes, I got it. It's still quite strong, so Cramorant was probably walking around here this morning. So we just need to follow that scent. Okay, Growlithe, follow your nose. So let's sniff. Oh my god, it's a different... Let's go find it. It's this way. Let's go this way. It's unfortunate they actually didn't get... Well, I guess it would have been expensive to get Ryan Reynolds to do the voiceover for this game. It's just one of those things which Ryan Reynolds will be known for. This way? Still going this way. Back alley. Let's go to the... Oh no. Back alleys are never good. The OG 3DS games, yeah. The thing is, where it's been used, that aren't they... Will they do another Detective Pikachu movie? I think there was like speculation there would be, wouldn't they? Well, yeah, that is also true. But then again, where there's certain other game franchises where they've changed the voice actors between it, or they've tried to match it to the movies, and then yeah, so. Yeah, I agree. Well, that's a very cute little Pokemon. Oh, there it is. Hey, Pikachu, over there. Could that be... He's sleeping. We woke it up. Oh, no.
Trubbit! Trubbit!
A Trubbish. Yawn. Yes, it's Cramorant. Must be feeling pretty carefree to fall asleep in a place like this. We've been looking for you, Cramorant. What? Oh, hey, it's Growlithe. What you doing here? It kind of confused me what he came out with as a sound. To know what the actual Pokemon name would be. Because as I said before, I don't really know many Pokemon names. But yeah, makes sense now. And hey, Daddy. That's what I'd like to ask you. Wait, what's going on? sorry to bother you when you just woke up, but do you think you could answer some questions? Who are you? Right, just a disclaimer here. I have only technically ever played one Pokemon game. So my Pokemon knowledge is very limited. It would be Sword was my first one. In reality, I had Let's Go Pikachu, but I didn't really play it. So yeah, that's as much as I know. It's not been something that I've grown up with, so that's why. The Sword, I got all the gym badges, but I never played it any further than that. So yeah. So apologies that I'm probably not the massive Pokemon fanatic that some people can be in here. Now, I like detective games, and I know Pikachu, and I've watched the movie. So I have to say I haven't been able to get around. I have it, but I haven't got around to playing the first version of this on the 3DS. So I just thought, why not? We'll just try it out as someone who's quite new when it comes to this type of game. I think sometimes having a fresh slate and someone who doesn't quite understand it is a bit more like into Pokemon, is got a bit more of a fresh slate to it in a way. I'm not so judgmental. So I haven't played Ace Attorney games either. I want to, but yeah, I do agree with you. The music is very similar, like to Professor Layton. Because Professor Layton's was my favorite games to play on the DS. Like, I really enjoyed them. So this is kind of on the same gist of it, but with like a Pokemon theme to it. But yeah. So as I said before, apologies if my pronunciations of Pokemon is incorrect. I don't know them. So yeah. But that's some feat to know all of the Pokemon. You're obviously quite a dedicated Pokemon fan there to know all of them. It's hard to explain really what sort of games I was into. I had a Game Boy Color, I had a DS, I had a 3DS, and a Game Boy SP, and I've just been playing through those games. I've always sort of grown up with like the Mario platforming games, but I wouldn't say there's like a specific game franchise other than that I've kind of like followed from the start in a way. But yeah. But we will see where we get to with this. Maybe this will educate me into Pokemon. The issue I have around Pokemon, which I struggle with, is the strategicness that you have to play in regards to knowing what Pokemon types are weaker to certain other types and what are stronger to other Pokemon types, to be able to create that team in fights and that type of thing. Like, it just goes straight over my head. And even to know the different attacks and what they do and what they can provide, it's just too much information for me to process in those type of things. So that's why I really not got into it. There's like me with when I was playing Sword, just casually with my little helper guy trying to tell me what it is that I need to kind of do to try and get through it. They do in some parts, but it's kind of difficult when you're going into a fight and haven't prepared your team for it, which is often what I was doing. But yeah, so there's me with my little trusty Sword and Shield handbook to try and help me to progress through that game anyway. Anyway, don't need to be scared. I'm the great Detective Pikachu, and I'm here to help you. Great. Dewatzi Pikachu. What? How did my brain comprehend that just said? What is wrong with me? I can't pronounce normal English, but that I can. Okay. Pikachu is my friend, and he has some questions for you, Cramorant. Still don't know what's going on, but sure. What do you want to ask me, dude? Let's ask about the Pokemon, I guess?
Hey,
Are you Turner's partner, Cramorant? Sure am, dude. What about it? We were worried about you because you weren't at home. Really? My bad. About Turner. Can you tell me about Turner? Turner's my partner. He's a good dude. Dude, me and him go way back. Why do I get the sort of impression that the Cramorant is kind of like Jamaican with its the way he is like prolonging words and saying dude a lot. Yeah, like a surfer dude. Yeah, pretty much. One of those type of people. Cramorant is always helping Turner out with his duties at the house. If Turner calls for me, I head right over, no matter where he is. I even go shopping with him. Dude, if he needs something carried, I just swallow it whole. Oh god. Wait, you swallow it? Is that safe for anyone? It's fine, dude. Just rub my back and I'll hawk it up. Whatever's filling my tongue, lickety split. God, that my gag reflex. The whole regurgitating something. Bleh. More like lickety split. Spit, not split. Spit. But I guess Cramorant are kind of built for that, huh? Bit kind of like a pelican, because they do that as well, don't they?
hey,
Why are you sleeping out here, all of these places? Because I got a real sleepy after I ate breakfast. There's a common thing. All 3 Pokemons got sleepy after breakfast. Hey, me too. Whoa, really? So Darklight and others all fell asleep. After that, Turner woke me up and flew right out of the house. Why did he wake you up? Because, what was it again? He said to go to the back alley, I think. Yeah, you don't even remember that? Yeesh, what a guy. I kind of fell asleep a few times on my way here too, but in the end I made it. I was so sleepy, but right when I was about to zonk out, I found this choice bed. So I took a nap, dude. He's talking about me, by the way. You thought Trubbish was a bed? Oh, poor Trubbish. Yeah, dude's like a super squishy. This guy is something else. If you wanted to sleep, wouldn't it make more sense to go home first? I'm sure Turner's worried about you. Gasp, Turner? That's right, I gotta get back to Turner. Any particular reason? Because he's my partner, dude? Oh wait, did you say not to go back? Which was it again? Hey, don't look at me. I really think you should get back. Turner must be worried about you. Let's ask him about the incident. I'd like to hear about the Cramorant was doing at the time the incident occurred. You said you ate breakfast and got sleepy, right? Yup. You must have eaten a lot. Same as Uzi, actually. But even now, my tum is so stuffed, dude. Wasn't breakfast a while ago? Why are you still so full? I'm not sure, dude. My tum feels the same as when I swallowed something big. Must have something in there. Regurgitate. Oh. It's got the jewel in its tummy. Something big, huh? Interesting. Well, we heard from Cramorant, but his answers weren't very clear. Let's try talking to Trubbish. Huh? Me? Trubbish! Did you need something from me? We're investigating a crime. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions? A crime? I'm sure I don't know anything about that. That's fine, you're not in any trouble. We're just gathering some information if we can. Will you help us, please? I guess I could answer a few questions. Let's find out about Trubbish. Could you tell me a bit about yourself? Sure, but there's not much to say. Alright, then have you noticed anything strange recently? Strange? Well, I've just been gathering trash from around the city like I do every day. You do that every day? Well, thank you. Trubbishers are the unsung hero, keeping our streets clean. It's just my routine. I guess I did collect some unusual trash today. Does this count as strange? What was so unusual about it? It was stuck to a Whimsicott's head. They were in front of a big house when I found it. A Whimsicott getting stuff stuck to its head doesn't sound at all unusual to me. Pikachu, you can't say things like that. Trash is important to Trubbish. Don't call it stuff. Surely calling it trash is worse. But I guess where Trubbish is concerned, trash is a good thing. Sorry for the squeaking if you can hear that. My doggy wants to play. Excuse me. There you go. Go get it then. What brings you here? Well, I'm not great around humans. And humans don't really come here, so it seems like a safe space. Did you do something mean? Did they do something mean to you? No, I just don't like too much noise. And humans are so noisy, don't you think? Some can be. I guess. Anyway, this place is nice and quiet. About the trash. Do you still have the trash that was stuck to the Whimsicott? Yeah, I was saving it for a snack. Why did you want it? I'd like to at least have a look at it. Could you show it to us? Sure, I guess. It's pretty crumpled up, but it looks like a note. Sniff, sniff. Hey, it smells like the room in our house. You mean Dennis's mansion? That's interesting. Let me see. Open the window after Barnsley's. That will be the signal. Once the window's open, I'll send Poniard in with Whimsicott to cut the case. You should then be able to collect the jewel. If you play your part properly, you should be able to frame Barnes for everything. And if you're successful, we'll both be coming into quite a lot of money. Good luck. This is a note from the culprit. What? So the thief has an accomplice, huh? There must be why there were multiple Pokemon involved. To think if Trubbish has eaten it, that would have been the key piece of evidence just gone. Whatever the case, this is definitely a big clue. You are correct, Pikachu. That is like the key piece of evidence we need to clear Barnes' name. This is great, Pikachu. Sorry about this, Trubbish, but do you think we can have this piece of trash, please? I guess if you want it that badly, sure. Thanks, I'll be sure to make it up to you later. Trubbish should being the unsung hero again. I guess we managed to ask everything we wanted to. Shall we head back home? Yeah, we'll got a good clue, so let's go meet up with Tim again. Got it. What are you gonna do, Cramoran? Wanna come back to the mansion with us? Nah, I'm good. I'll head back at my own pace. My tongue feels like way heavy from that breakfast I ate. Poor Cramoran. Looks pretty uncomfortable. Okay, just rest here for a while then. He has the jewel in his stomach. It's so obvious. Once you feel like you can move again, come on, back to the mansion. Okay. Alright, let's head back, Growlithe. Yes. He quite clearly has the jewel inside of him. That's what his role in the... He was obviously... I think it sounds like the Pokemon were being controlled. And they all had a different part. The Whimsicott brought in the Pawniard. The Pawniard cut the case. And then... The, thing ran up, swallowed the jewel and flew out with it. Case solved. Ta-da! But I gotta go through the motions. I'm assuming that's what it'll be. This is where I get completely proven wrong. Now let's go back to the residence. Right, so what were we doing? Oh yeah, going to find Tim. Tim was here, so let's speak to Tim. We're back, Tim. Thanks, both of you. Are you getting down off the Growlithe now, Pikachu? Yes, I am. Can you get down on your own? Just please. Who do you think I am? I can handle this gold. How did your investigation with Growlithe go, Pikachu? About that, Tim, we found some incredible evidence. Really? What is it? Well, you see... And that's about it. Wow, good work, Pikachu. I think we're definitely closer to solving the case now. Yep, now hurry up and open your case notebook. Let's think this over together and organize all the info we've got.
Okay, let's
Right,
start
let's
deducing.
go. So we start deducing this.
Okay.
How can we prove Barnes' innocence? Let's think of something that would convince the police as well. The note, clearly.
Okay.
That note Trubbish found. We can prove Barnes is innocent with that, can't we? That's exactly what I was thinking. Here's what the note said. Open the window after Barnes leaves, that will be the signal. This is the clear proof that Barnes isn't the culprit and the real culprit is still out there. Da-da-da. We still haven't found the jewel. So there's someone else out behind all this, and not only that, there was multiple culprits working together. Someone who sent Pokemon in from outside and someone inside the mansion who let them in. You think whoever let the Pokemon inside lives in the mansion. That seems like the natural conclusion. But how did the culprit unlock the door to the jewel storage room? Only Barnes and Mr. Dennis can use that key, right? Usually, yeah, but the culprit found a way. A way to what? Think about it, Tim. When did Growlithe say the key disappeared? When she was sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
She said it disappeared when she was sleeping. That's right, and anyone could have taken the key while Growlithe was asleep. I guess you're right. But Growlithe doesn't usually nap. Do you really think she's just happened to nap right when they were about to commit the crime? That's just it. Think back on what all the different Pokemon in the mansion told us. Did you notice anything that had in common, anything strange? All of them went to sleep. All the Pokemon from said they would fall asleep. That's right, Tim. Glad you noticed that. According to the testimony, all the Pokemon fell asleep. What could have caused this? There's no way that's a coincidence. You think someone wanted it to happen? I'll say the odds of it are pretty high. There's got to be some kind of evidence we can use to prove that. Let's search the mansion, Tim. The bowl. This is the dish that Growlithe food was in. There's some sort of powder on it. Hey Tim, this is sleep powder. Well, you could tell that just by looking at it, Pikachu. I'm a Pokemon, remember? Not to mention a great detective. Of course, I can tell what kind of powder that is. It's not even something to brag about, which means there was sleep powder in the food. I think we can be pretty sure of that.
Okay, let's start deducing.
So we can start deducing this.
Okay.
So did you figure out what caused all the Pokemon in the mansion to fall asleep? It was the food!
Okay.
Pokemon said they fell asleep after eating breakfast. And in one of the food bowls we found traces of sleep powder. That leads us to only one possible conclusion. Someone deliberately put the Pokemon in the mansion to sleep with sleep powder. So who fed the Pokemon? Whoever fed the Pokemon put them to sleep. It's getting easy to picture just how the crime was committed, but where could the culprit have gotten the sleep powder in the first place? In this city I could think of a few places, but if we follow that path we would use to bring it inside, we might learn more about the culprit. You'll need Growlithe's help again for that, right? Why don't you take a little bit of the powder with you just in case? One step ahead of you. Now let's go to Growlithe, Tim. Right, this will be a good point to stop. It's been a couple of hours, my throat is dry. And my dog is being particularly needy. Oh god, right, there you go. Doggy on stream, you can say hello. Yes, she's being particularly needy. Anyway, so I am going to finish it there for today. We've progressed quite far in the story. We found the Ducklet, we found the red Pokemon that supposedly hit what's his face over the head, which is a highly problem. The story that we shouldn't believe. I think he knocked himself out. But yes, I will be back next Monday at the same time to progress even further with the story, and hopefully we can solve this case next week and move on to the next thing. Sorry, my dog's just trying to be cute and adorable. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Apologies for the not so PG stream. Thanks to the joys of Nintendo for making this game and the innuendos. And I will catch you guys next week for some more of the Detective Pikachu returns. Thank you for watching. See you later.